Hey everybody, it's Annette. Today is Sunday, November 21st, 2020. And here we are finally approaching the end to this hell year. Anyway, today I'm out doing just one of my little day trips, checking things out. Here lately, because of Corona and everything, we haven't really been doing as much traveling as we would like to. We have been doing some road trips and checking out some little Texas towns and things, and looking at some haunted stuff and talking to people, and just, trying to make the most of what we can do travel wise and doing it safely. So anyway, today's just one of those things where I'm just doing a day trip just for the day and then going back home. So today I'm in Arlington, Texas, and I've been wanting to check out this cemetery for a long time, called the Lost Cemetery of Infants. And it's not really, the whole story is not really as nefarious as it might seem given the name of the cemetery. But basically what it is here in Arlington, on what is now, or at least part of it is now, the UT Arlington campus. Right now it's in a park that is on campus. But at one point, this was property to a home for unwed mothers. I think I read that it also included, those that were homeless, those that were having issues with, what did it say? Basically, they were just sort of victims of circumstance, and they ended up homeless or single and pregnant. And so anyway, Reverend Upchurch, I think it was John Upchurch, created a home, and he did this back in 1894. So, back then, options for women were extremely limited. And so he created this home to help them, with the goal being of training them for, marketable skills. So, making handkerchiefs, I saw, was one. Becoming a laundress, printing, that kind of thing. So he had a program for them, to help them retrain essentially for life and to be able to support themselves. So anyway, back in 1894, he had this home, and it grew to be multiple buildings over a 40-acre plot of property. So apparently there was some success with it and a great deal of need for it. So, and then in 1935, he handed it over to his daughter. His daughter took over, and he, I'm assuming he retired. He was born in 1870, so by 1935, I'm sure he was ready to retire. So his daughter took control of it, and it became an orphanage, and it stayed a functioning orphanage until the 1940s. He died, I believe, in 1950, and then I'm not exactly sure what it was between 1942 or so until 1950, but then in 1950 it just fell into disrepair and ended up being closed up. So now it is all that remains of the entire property for his rescue society and home for unwed mothers is now just this cemetery. So I'm going to turn my camera around so you can see, if I can. Sometimes I have technical difficulties with this phone. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, so I'll just do it this way. So it's not exactly huge, but it's reported to have about 80 or so graves in it. And most of them are infants and children, which, given the time that this was open as a home, I'm sure infant and child mortality was high. There was a high rate of it, and not to mention just the disease that swept through. So, anyway, that's where I'm at today. Most of the graves are flat, have flat markers on them. Some of them have just first names, and some of them don't even have names. I'm assuming they were probably miscarriages or stillbirths. And so some of them only have numbers, an infant number. So anyway, that's just kind of the story here. Pardon my crazy hair. Ever since I cut my hair off, it's just been kind of out of control. But anyway, that's the story of the Lost Cemetery of Infants here in Arlington, Texas. Now, I did read some stories from people who have come out to investigate it. I'm assuming that this park, Doug Russell Park, has a curfew. The fence around the cemetery is chain link and the gate's wide open. But I have seen campus police driving around, so I don't recommend coming out here at night unless you anticipate and are welcoming a visit from campus police. Apparently a lot of the graves out here are unmarked, because I certainly don't see 80 grave markers in this small area. But anyway, in the next couple of weeks, I'll be writing an article about some of the haunted spots here in Arlington. I've been doing a lot of research for some 2021 events, some investigations. Some people have asked if they could join, and certainly that's an option depending on the available space. I have always kept investigations rather small, meaning 10 or less, and now with COVID, certainly I'll be continuing that. But I will be having multiple opportunities, hopefully available soon, for people that are not part of the existing team to join us. You can follow me on Facebook. I have a public page called Texas Ghostly Gatherings. I also have a business page, of No Ordinary Travel, and also one for Haunted Adventures by Ordinary Travel, in which Jackie and I are researching and organizing events for 2021. So some of them will be Texas specific, and depending on COVID and all that, then hopefully we'll have some outside of Texas as well, because I really do miss getting out, not just for the paranormal stuff, but just travel in general. So anyway, I hope you all are having a great day. Hope you enjoyed your weekend, and I hope you have a blessed holiday. It's just right around the corner, just a few days from now. So I hope you're able to spend it with family and friends in a safe manner. So anyway, I hope y'all are having a great day. Thanks. Bye.